Alright, so starting the stream. There should be a game with Mr. Nefedov first. Is the tournament still in progress? So Lazarek did beat him, yeah? Very, very accurate. Game by black. Queen b6. Yeah, but once black mobilizes, he is okay, yeah? Hey, Andromeda, what's up? And this was the critical game. Advantage white. Can take on c5, take on c6, play f3, but probably against Magnus it's a draw. So he wants to keep the queens on board, but now it's just a draw. Yeah, white can't win this. He can only be worse here, taking some risk, but yeah, only black is better. Wait. He just blundered this? What? He blundered e6? Seriously? King h6 leads to equal position. Crazy. And this is equal, except this is not equal. Yeah, white had to play b5 and then take on f7 and queens. Pawns, queen at the same time, it's a draw, but yeah, black just wins this. Okay. Yeah, it was a tough match, yeah? Very tough match. Yeah, Fedosiev lost this amazing game, actually. Crazy. Alright, Mr. Nefedov, let's do our game. Well, the problem is that Lazarek doesn't have any tournaments. Okay. But he is correct, that's exactly what everybody is saying. But the problem is, again, Lazarek doesn't have any tournaments to play. Alright, so we played this quite a few times, I believe, Mr. Nefedov. Black is doing okay. This is all pretty old and famous line. You know, the kid is also 17 years old now, yeah? He has been playing rapid and blitz online chess with the best players in the world, getting free practice with absolute best players. So I'm not surprised. Which is why a lot of kids, you know, these days they should they should actually play in all these online events, because where else you get to play Kramnik, again, Magnus and all the other guys, yeah? You don't. So it's a big gift to the youngsters. Castle, castle. Okay. All right. So bishop d6, yep. And how do I play here? Try to remember. Trying to remember how I play here. Yeah, this line is considered to be like very close to equal. Very, very close to equal. Well, rooks belong on the open files, yeah. So let's do that. Unless I'm blundering something. Am I blundering something? I don't know. All right. It's too early for the Simul. I have to play the game, rapid game, which Mr. Nefedov redeemed with channel points. You know, there are channel points on my channel, right? And you can redeem some for different things. I probably have to introduce some new things, but okay. A bit later, maybe. Okay, so how do we play here? Yeah, probably just take this and get the queen back, yeah, get the knight back, or something. Well, one thing this line, doesn't offer white much advantage. Unlike, there are a lot of forced lines in Yanish, Spanish. But, it's a very safe line. So if you don't remember anything, you play this line. You know that the safety level is very, very high for white. Yeah, but black is fully developed. This pawn is easily protected. Yeah, so black is fine too. So we're both fine, and the question is, what are we gonna do later? Is there potential b5, queen a2? Maybe. So maybe it's a good idea to put the king here, or play a3. But I kind of like to put this king here, away from any potential checks. The problem with king b1 is that the back rank, but I don't see problems right now. Yep, black has to play this because this bishop is well poised. Yeah, pinning, controlling. If I remove the bishop, knight goes, so you have to take this guy. Pretty much. Yes, Andromeda, you can redeem those channel points for games for sure. Hello, Mr. Cat Thrower. Hey, guys. Yes, Andromeda, you should redeem those points, man. Yeah. Rapid games or a series of blitz games, up to you. Right, let me mine. Okay. So black has a choice, take with the pawn or take with the rook. Both moves seem okay. Yeah, I don't see any problems with those moves. Actually, white will be kind of a little bit hard pressed. What to do here, yeah? If he gets f5, f4, he is okay. Most likely. If you can get a block on f5, white would be better, but I don't see how it's possible. I don't see how that I can do that, yeah. Yep. And if he gets f5, f4, then this knight is no longer doing his job. I don't have d5, so black looks completely okay to me. Completely okay. I can try to hold on to his e4 pawn, but I don't think that's gonna make any difference really. Maybe get the f file. Okay, c3 looks reasonable. So let's play that. H5 is kind of weird. Why would he play H5? Why not f5, f4 immediately? Why would you allow me to play, I don't know, a3 for example? Take, f4, take. I mean, it's extra. Yeah, h5 I don't like. I think you should just play f5, f4, just trade everything. Yep. Yes, Mr. Andromeda. Rook f5, I'm thinking about knight f5 with the idea of rook e1, rook e8, knight g7, yeah. But after knight f5, he probably plays rook d7, rook f7 to protect the g7 square, and then rook e1, rook e8. And then knight f5 is not doing much unless you can triple on the e file. But I don't see how you can triple on the e file. It's probably possible. Yeah, queen c2, rook e2, rook e1. But as soon as you take on e4, he can take on h2. So probably I have to go rook f5, yeah. The knight is a good blockader. He's doing well on e3. You know, the bishop can't get to this knight, yeah. That's why I said black had to play f5, f4. because then after the trades, bishop goes to f4, and he just trades the knight in equal position. Okay. Yeah, so the big question for black now, should he play h3 or not? If he does not play h3, he gets into strategically really bad position. So I think h3 is pretty much forced. Because if I play h3, I remove my h2 pawn from his bishop, okay? And I connect my pawns. So this is pretty much forced, yeah. Yeah, so probably rook f5. Because if you play knight f5, you'll have to deal with possibility of e3 sometimes. And I don't want to deal with that, so rook f5 is perfectly fine. Now you have the targets, you have potential rook h5. But most importantly, I think it's rook f2, rook f here. So you can protect these guys and put pressure on this guy, potentially g5. Okay, this knight is doing his job. So black should be worse here. I don't know how much worse, but should be worse. Psycho rooks, sorry. Alright, rook d7 allows rook h5, rook h3, right? So I thought maybe you should play queen d6 or rook h8. Yeah. So rook h5, the only move I can think of is probably bishop f4 with the idea of trading this knight. But then this pawn is hanging, yeah. Or I can just play rook f1 and ignore this. Rook f1 takes the square away from the bishop. Prepares rook h5, prepares g5. It's probably a better move. Yeah, this is a pawn grabbing move, which is also okay. But there is no need to rush, I think. So rook here is good. Plus you can now protect the pawn in case black plays queen d6. So two threats, yeah? g5, thanks to the pin, and rook h5. Yeah, I like how he protected the rook, and he had rook h7, yeah? So what I'm doing is that, so now the rook can go to h7, I guess. So the question is, do I need the queens on board, or my position is better without the queens? It's a big question, yeah? Pretty big question. I feel like without the queens, this pawn will be more vulnerable. But also the queen allows me to create pressure. Interesting questions, yeah? Kind of tricky position, but okay, I have an idea. Can I play this? Queen f1, rook h7, queen h1. Yeah, queen h1 I didn't look at, to be honest. Yeah, the move of putting your queen into the corner kind of reminded me of my game versus Gelfand. I thought it was pretty smart to like put my queen on the side of the board, and it turned out to be wrong, but I didn't see why, but okay. My opponent saw why. The risk is, you know, the queen is not supposed to be in the corner, okay? Like very few times the queen should be in the corner. Sometimes you don't know, you don't see why not, but usually there is a pretty good reason. So the axiom is like, don't put your queen in the corner, yeah? Unless you can be absolutely certain you win something. Because the corner is just bad place, yeah? Bad place for the queen. I don't want to go and drag all that old stuff. Come on, man. Jesus Christ. What about the queen in the corner? Remember there was this dirty dancing? And the guy says nobody puts baby in the corner? You guys remember that? That was pretty good. I like that. Спасибо, Сашка. Nobody puts baby into the corner. Alright, so bishop f4 is coming, so we need to stop it. So probably queen f1 or queen f2. Queen f1, he takes the pawn. Yeah, we need to keep this pawn alive. So probably queen f2. In 960, queen is often in the corner. Yeah, and in classical chess, in first move, your pieces are all underdeveloped. So, what's your point? I mean, in Fischer chess, you don't have a choice. But in classical chess, you have a choice. And I'm saying you shouldn't put your queen into the corner because of that choice. Queen d6 I don't like. Completely. Alright, just to show you. Yeah, you see, it's only 0.24, so it's absolutely nothing. But after this, it's just completely equal, yeah? Yeah, the computer shows queen c4, but okay. Bishop c7 is correct, king b1, h6 is correct, take. Pawn takes, I think, is actually best, yeah? c3, but now c f5, yeah? So that's why the computer suggests knight e3, f5, knight g2. Actually, this is probably the correct way for white to play, because if you can blockade these pawns, potentially, you know, you can create pressure on this pawn. If black is not allowed to play f4, it's not so easy. But the thing is, this pawn is like easily protectable, so black is fine. Yes, and after this, you can see the evaluation jumps immediately. Yeah, this was critical. This was like probably the critical mistake of the game, actually. But after f5, knight e3, f4, take, take. This is just equal. I like this. Yeah, I like this move. That's what I was thinking, pretty much. But you can play queen h3, but you can actually just take also and move the bishop back. Yeah, no, white doesn't have much. Yeah. So Yeah, that's what Mr. Fedor should have played, but he played h5. He probably wanted to undermine the pawn, and if I take, he has two connected passers, but after knight e3, I'm threatening queen h5, and I think that at this point, yeah, he plays h4, but maybe he should, you know, for practical reasons, ideally you should just trade stuff, you know. But yeah, and it should be like 4 versus 3 endgame, which is pretty much a draw. Okay, so like this, rook e1, rook h8, take and take, yeah. And you play this endgame, and this is like 80% chance for black to make a draw and 20% for white to win, okay? In a blitz game, it increases for white, obviously. Anytime there is less time for a defending side to find a defense, correct defense, you know, the winning chances always increase, okay? But that's what I would recommend you to do. Instead, next time, don't hang onto your weak pawns, but try to get rid of them and trade into some sort of drawing position pawn down, okay? Because after h4, g4, these pawns are now fixed. h3 is the only move. Rook f1, rook f7. Oh, okay, the computer plays queen f2. No, rook f... Here, correct. Oh, Andromeda, the computer likes your move, actually. But you see what he does? He doesn't play queen h1. Instead, he plays rook f4 immediately. And rook e2. And then you prepare knight f5 and hitting this guy. Actually makes a lot of sense, yeah. That's how you win the pawn, actually. Okay. I played this, and this. But it's still big advantage. This was a mistake. There was no threat. You should play queen d6 or bishop c7 immediately. And after this, it's +2, yeah. White wins this pawn. These pawns are all blocked. This is passer. It's just winning position. Technically, it's a winning position, okay? And this is just blunders. It's a fork, which is the reason why Mr. Nefedov resigned. Okay. Hello, Mr. Rubato. Hey, Texas Speed, what's up, guys? Thank you, Pavel. It was instructive. Well, I wouldn't say this a super GM prep. You guys have to remember, this was my prep like from 30 years ago. I mean, I played this line since I was a kid. I haven't really touched it since then. So it's not really prep. If you wanted to see my prep, you know, my London games featured a lot of great prep, okay? A lot of prep. Like this rapid game against Kramnik, which I showed you. Let me show you this game again. There. This game, all right? This was my prep. Knight b5. But you don't understand this move until you see this, okay? And black queen is trapped, because if you take this knight, there is mate in 2. Thanks to this pawn, okay? But if you don't take this knight, then black loses the queen. Now this was the prep. Unfortunately, I stopped here. And in the game, he actually had great compensation, okay? Great compensation. I should have played g5, which was my game instinct, but I went to grab another pawn, and after rook e3, black is better, okay? Amazing. queen down, he's better because my king on d2 stinks. Yeah, I should have played king f1 here. So this is the reason why, you know, the real super grandmasters, they don't stop their prep even after they win material. They analyze this position until there's certain death for black, okay? And until white is completely winning. But for me, I thought it was good enough, but see, I ended up in a really bad position after this, and I was just very lucky that Vladimir didn't find the best move, and my extra queen, you know, was a factor. He played this immediately, and now white is fine, okay? Because I trade one pair of rooks. Once you trade the pair of rooks and queen is out, that's it. Queen is too powerful for the two pieces. Now that was my prep, okay? But here, I played quite a few games in my life around here in this position. And most of them like either draw or white wins. And I'm happy with that, you know. I know that if black plays correctly, it's a draw. But in a fast game, if black is not like prepared this line or he don't remember it, you know, he makes some mistakes and that's it. All it takes is one mistake and white gets like huge advantage. All right, gentlemen. Thank you to for subscribing. I played 35 moves of theory in Marshall Gambit. Yeah, sure. All right, but 35 moves in Marshall Gambit in Spanish is nothing. Yeah, they analyzed that there are certain lines in that Marshall that run into the rook and knight versus rook and bishop, right? And it's like forced draw. And then a lot of grandmasters play this line to make those prearranged draws. What I think about King's Gambit, if black is prepared, black is better. If black is not prepared and white is very inspired, then white has chances for a fantastic game. All right, gentlemen, let's start our Simul. All right, Mr. Nefedov, once again, thank you for coming and showing us this line, some old line. Not many people play Spanish-Yanish, so it was kind of important. All right, we start the Simul, no blitz. Let's go. All right, guys, have you noticed that Bortnik keeps playing Alekhine defense? Amazingly, he just plays it against anybody in this super important money tournament rapid games. Okay, so that's how, you know, strong grandmasters, sometimes they really play those inferior openings, but they analyze them well and they get great results because they know the middle game better than the guy who is prepared. All right, so this is Queen's Indian. It's the Texas Pete. Well, you have to challenge me, right? So go ahead and challenge me. Chess.com is a little bit patchy here. So sometimes if you don't have time to study chess, just pick those very narrow openings which eliminate a lot of choices and analyze them well, okay? It works. Okay, Mr. Texas Pete, I remember this. You played this against me so many times now. Okay. Yeah, I think I played bishop c5 versus you invariably, yeah. Magical intuition. You have to challenge me. Those new guys, you have to challenge me directly. I'm not going to challenge you. The way you challenge me is that you go and hit Okay, let me make two moves here. Okay, the way to challenge me is you go to new game, you go to custom, you put my name here, okay, then you make sure it's unrated, and you choose the time control, which is, for the Simul we play slow time controls, which is 60 minutes, 60-second increments. If you don't like that too slow, the minimum is 45, okay? So once you do the time control, once you do unrated, you know, once you put my name, then you click on play. All right, and there is a way for you to choose a color. Yeah, if you play unrated game, then you can pick actually the color. You can play white, you can play black. But if you play rated, then you don't get much choice. Okay, so that's how you challenge me. So I hope that was helpful. All right. Let me get my regular guys, the veterans. Okay, so I'm practicing Dutch because I've been playing a lot of Dutch, and I'll continue playing Dutch, obviously. And I think Dutch is a great opening. Well, it's not exactly Queen's Indian if you have f5 then. If you know, in Nimzo and Queen's Indian, black knight has to go somewhere first and then you play f5, yeah? So it's transposition. I don't think there is much difference. Alright, who else is my subscriber? Guys, you have to be a subscriber to play in the Simul, okay? Because these guys are pretty much my only line of support. I didn't qualify for the divisions, so I lost a lot of money. And you know, your subscriptions are like my only income at this point. Like, and an occasional Bundesliga game or something. But that's it. And I keep forgetting to make this donation goal of replacing my stolen laptop. I'll do it on Tuesday. Hey, Ambersots, what's up? Michael? Wait, I see Malbert Sots. Is that you? Ambert is Malbert? Wait. Okay, you're Michael. Okay. Alright, we gotta make two moves. If you don't make two moves, the game gets aborted and you have to start again. And make second move. Okay, the gambit, you know. Another 5. Let me play two moves here. Yeah, I need to make two moves. Second move for right. The auto board started, will be in 30 seconds. Mr. Ambersots, your move, man. Okay, the game will be aborted, I guess. Okay, good. All right, knight g4. I don't know much this line. I do remember I just played this. And this. Okay, bishop d2. Sort of develop. Hello, Mr. Turnmile. Why is my name IGM and not just GM? It's interchangeable, man. It doesn't matter. The only difference is IGM is the International Grandmaster, which is old title for the International Federation. Okay. There used to be a lot of titles granted by the national federations. And International Chess Grandmaster meant that it's just, you know, you were a cool dude. Bishop b4 doesn't make much sense, to be honest. Does it? Yeah, if my stuff is here. Probably just this. Wait, you just spend 2 tempos and then you go back without even taking this pawn? That doesn't work, man, usually. Alright, so we get onto the main line, yeah. Okay. You know what, let's play knight d4 here. Let's trade off some things. I know Texas Pete likes to attack, so let's do some preventive action. Of course. I lost many games, man. What are you talking about? And it's fine. It's absolutely fine. The whole point of a Simul is for this to be a learning experience. That's what it is. Alright, so I would like to keep black pawn on d6 as weak, but there's some checks that's starting to bother me. Should I be bothered with e4? But then he castles, plays f5, and this queen kind of becomes vulnerable. If I play e3, then there is check. Low, I play knight c3, knight b4. Start of knight d3. Yeah, okay. Fine. h4. Ooh. Yeah, okay, castles. I need to finish my development. Queen goes back. Knight e7 is fine. c6, main line. Bishop usually goes to d6, can go to e7, but d6 allows knight g5 maybe at some point. So maybe bishop g4. And just e3. Because I want to keep the protection thing there. Alright, h5. Why not? Okay, this allows c5. Well, do I want to play c5? I can play d6, e5 actually. Knight c6 first, yeah. Knight c6, e3, here, castles. Yeah, I kind of like c5 because, you know, it brings me to the Sicilian Khan structure, which I've been playing since I was a kid, yeah. So I'm kind of partial to this Khan thing. D6 bishop e7 is pretty straightforward though. Yeah, just play that. Andromeda, I think it was 220, yeah. $170 simuls, really? So many? Possibly. Yeah, I don't remember. Okay, rook e1, the threat was e4, that's kind of forcing me to play this, yeah. Yeah, I do remember that 2020 was the year when I started streaming more on more regular basis, because I stopped playing professionally completely. I stopped playing, going to the open tournaments actively, and you know, started streaming. That's pretty much it, yeah. Before that, I was still playing in the World Blitz Rapid Championships, still going to some open tournaments. So, you know, there is this A4 idea, right? It's kind of cool. I'm just wondering, does it work here? Okay, should... Ah, you have 95. And what is that? A4, queen b4, knight c6, queen b5, rook a5, yeah. But a4, queen b4, knight c6, you have 95. But I just take the knight, the queen goes. But my structure is kind of ruined, yeah. Fine. Just take it, I guess. Yeah, queen g5 prevents castling. Smart. Smart. Well, not much you can do, I guess. Bishop f3 or g3. Or g4, but g4 is kind of overkill. Probably bishop f3. But then f5, yeah. Ah, but then knight c7. Okay, so bishop f3 I can do. Alright, queen takes. A4, but the only thing I don't like this pawn is kind of loose. But yeah, because so many pieces are traded. You know, white's plan is to expand on the queen side, but with so many pieces already traded, black is fine, equal at least. Yeah, why not? Let's play a4. Let's trade this guy. Okay, bishop here. Bishop here. I think d6. Did I play Division 3? No, I didn't play anything. Because I didn't qualify, dude. I got +1 in the play-in, and that was... And I had really bad tie breaks, so... I didn't qualify. Yeah, I know. It was pretty bad. Well, it's life, yeah. And all because, you know, I didn't finish off Lazavic in that absolutely winning position. I had 2 extra pawns in the endgame. I had more time, and I blundered just in one move everything. I drew the game, but it was completely winning. But my mindset was completely destroyed because of that fucking game. Or I allowed it to be affected, yeah. That's probably a better way of saying it. Yeah. I allowed my mind to be affected. Okay, so, you know, bishop e4 is pretty standard, but I don't see any problems with d6 either. So just d6. Yeah, but bishop e5 is not good, yeah? It can't be good. It cannot be good, man. I'm now trying to find a reason for that feeling. What is that song? It starts like Uka Chaka Uka Cha. I've got that feeling. It's from the Guardians of the Galaxy. It was a pretty funny song. I like that song. I just got this feeling. And then something. Don't know the words, man. Da-da-da-da-dum. Da-da-da-da-da-dum. Da-da-dum. Da-da-dum. Yeah, this is actually kind of a weird position. This e4 stuff. A lot of things are here. Na 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 na. I just got feeling. You've got to believe it. You know what? I'm gonna play this. Lazavik smashes everybody. Well, Magnus stopped him. But even Magnus lost the game, which is extremely rare. Yeah. But, you know, the kids, it's supposed to be happening. Magnus getting older. Lazavik is very young and improving. I don't see a problem. I think it's fine. It is fine, man. Knight e4. White is extremely aggressive. How are we gonna stop this aggression? Hooked on a feeling. Yes, Mr. Sir Percival, thank you. Some very strange, stupid accusations. Nope, I don't see anything strange. As long as as the game is happening online, there will always be accusations. You can't help it. Because, you know, somebody wins, somebody loses. There is this big effect. Yeah. I don't know. I think queen... No, but queen d7 is... Alright, queen e7 then, yeah. Alright, let's trade the queens, fine. Fine! I'll trade you the queen. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Okay, fine, that's fine. You need drama? Wait, what do you mean you need drama? There is so much drama, Mr. Cat Thrower. There is so much drama on Twitter. Drama with Hans Niemann, drama with Vladimir Kramnik. There's non-stop drama everywhere. I think it's too much drama, actually. Yeah, I think people need to chill out a little bit. There's too much drama at the point. Alright, so two moves. c5 or e5. I think e5 is actually playable. So let's do that. King g2. My god. I thought you're gonna take with a knight. And then you're gonna try to put this knight like somewhere here. But king g2. Like Vladimir would say, interesting. But he would say it completely different meaning. Yeah. He would say it in a completely different meaning. But okay, I think e5 has to be played, yeah. Yay, we got the pawn. Alright, time to c6. And castling here is probably not the greatest idea, but once you castle, I don't have to be afraid of all this expansion here, so I can castle, yeah. And d4, yeah. So d5 for knight g6 first, but knight g6 is pretty normal, yeah. And how about the endgame? Okay, white is okay, yeah. Endgame is just draw. See, this pawn is extremely important because this is kind of disconnected pawn. If the pawn was on a5 and white pawn was on b3 and plays b4, white has a very strong minority attack. Alright? But right now it looks okay. Knight d1. You want me to trade my beautiful knight for this knight on d1? An ugly ducking? No. I refuse. I refuse your offer. But if I refuse your offer, I need to have a plan. What is my plan? I don't know. But I don't want to trade the knight for sure. I don't know what my plan is, but yeah, and rook a5, yeah. One of the hidden points behind a4. c3, castles. Now this king is kind of not safe, but he's cool. He's pretty cool. King e3 actually. Blockading pawn king is fine. And d8. You lost respect for Nepo. Do you think he cares? You know what's the most important thing is if you have respect for your own self. You shouldn't care about anything else, man. That's all you should care about. People will always be saying a lot of things. In the end, what you do is what defines you, yeah? Wait, isn't that the words from the Batman? Yeah, I think that was a Batman words, yeah? It was kind of cool. Like that episode when he was faking that he was a drunk, womanizing billionaire instead of street fighting dude. And he was talking to his ex-girlfriend. And then she was like saying she was disgusted with his behavior, and he was saying like... And he said that huge catchphrase, yeah. Guys, don't stir up the pot, because Contra Jaco is probably Mr. Jospam, okay? I'm not 100% sure, but I have an idea. Yeah. But, you know, I was surprised that Martinez didn't put up a bigger fight today. I felt, you know, he could have... He could have put up a better fight. Then again, anybody can have a bad day. Yeah. Well, again, as I said, you know, people will always be suspicious. There is nothing you can do about it. You just gotta learn how to live with this. I'm suspicious all the time of a lot of people. Doesn't matter. Again, you just do your own thing, okay? That's all that matters. c3 or keep it up for bishop b7, bishop a6 first. I think c3 is fine. Alright, take the knight, not the bishop. This bishop kind of sucks. In Queen's Indian, you know, there's old line. I remember I took Karpov's bishop on d2, and then he squeezed the hell out of me. And Karpov is Karpov. So f5 or f6. Also, why I cannot take this pawn? Because of bishop g5, f6, take. Ugly pawn structure, but it's extra pawn. But this bishop is kind of important, yeah. But if I play queen d7, he plays knight h4. Huh. Yeah. Tricky position. I don't know. Ideally, you need to sort of gang up on this stuff. But his pawn will be hanging if I play this, yeah. So he can't really take it. So let's play queen d7 then. Alright, and centralize the rooks, yeah. And bishop e4, this is like one of the main lines. Queen d3 I don't like, because after queen b4, how are you going to protect your king? Again, doesn't matter what people think, because we'll never know, yeah. So you're only responsible for your own moves, your own play, your own game. If somebody's cheating, somebody's cheating, yeah. Nothing you can do. All right, 97. And Oh, wait. Can I play h6 actually? Or is it just paranoid move? And then he goes knight h4, queen h5. But the bishop will be not so great, yeah? I don't know. Yeah, probably white is better, yeah. Oh, the queen should be on d8. Fine, we'll correct the mistake. Queen d8. That's where the queen should be. And after bishop here, this is pretty much game over, yeah? Because you take away the square of retreat. Do I need the rook here or not? I feel like this check might be a good idea to put this guy into the corner, yeah? So let's do that. So, rook e8, queen e7, or take on e5. If I take on e5, potentially white has bishop f4, so probably not a good idea to play that. Or queen c7. I like kind of queen c7, to be honest. Okay, and g4 I wanted to play, yeah. Except there is knight b4, a3, knight here, but I like g4. I like to protect that knight on f6. So, how are we gonna play this rook endgame? There are several ways to play this. One of the ways is to create the break here, so you can hit this guy. And once you trade this guy for this guy, you have pass pawn. Okay, that's one way. The second way is to try to hit this pawn directly and something. Okay. So the big question where this rook should be. I don't know. Should I play g5, g4? It's also possible, but why? Why give white possibility to take over the file? There is no need, yeah. So additional, this move is against b5 because then he plays c5. Yeah, but I don't want to play king c6, to be honest. And he also wants to play rook d5, maybe. Maybe. Alright, so rook c5 makes sense, yeah? Rook c5 makes a lot of sense. Knight f4 looks very attractive to put this queen on f1 on the unattractive square. So let's do that. Queen b1? What? Dude, when you play chess like that, you make me dizzy. Like, what is this queen b1 move? Alright, fine, rook e8. a5 looks good. b3. Just protect. Grab. Everyone's playing because there are more challenges. Yes, Mr. Turn Mouse, sorry, I didn't see it. Got so engrossed in the games. Bishop f4, yeah. Another one of very dangerous line. Yeah, I remember I found the antidote to bishop f4. It took me a long time. And I played a game versus Jeffrey, which was like the very few. Yeah, this line is very dangerous for black. But I remember I found the antidote. Black has to play extremely precisely to equalize. I just don't remember how right now. You know, that's the problem with analysis. You often forget them at some point later. All right. We could just take it, yeah. Alright, there are more challenges. Who is Mr. Kien Jim? Who is Mr. Kien Jim? Okay, you gotta be my subscriber, man, if you want to play the Simul. Sorry. Again, my subscribers are the guys who feed me and make all these streams possible. Okay, so let's be nice. E4 maybe, yeah. Okay, rook here, rook here. Check. Yeah, magical intuition, you screwed up in the opening, yeah. Grab. And guess what? This knight is now supreme. El Supremo. The Matador. See this guy? Make sure this king is forever stuck in this box. So if this rook ever gets to the 8th rank, it's a big bada boom. Alright, so how are we gonna make this big bada boom? C5 or something, right? So let's go. He got reached new peak rating, but then he lost in Division 2. He got, usually Naka plays in Division 1, but he got knocked out by Lazavic or by somebody. He went to Division 2 and he got killed in Division 2 in both winners and losers bracket, I think. That is actually big news. It is possible he is just kind of, lulling his candidate opponents into thinking that he is done, yeah? He is washed up. It could be that. Very tricky thinking, but yeah. So maybe he is, training very hard for the candidates and he doesn't want to show the prep. Okay. It is quite possible. King e2. Yeah, this move makes a lot of sense. What happens? Gifted tier 1 sub, Mr. Zarko, thank you very much. Yes, you got the reference, Mr. Cat Thrower. Yeah, I'm watching too many 90s movies, yeah. I don't know new references. All right, Mr. Zarko. You are Rick. I'm Rick James. Fine, let's go. Make 2 moves, okay? But next time, please put the increment, okay? So so you get more time. We need to make 2 moves. Where's the game with Rick? Here. You gotta make 2nd move, man, or the game will prematurely end thanks to chess.com algorithm trying to catch fixed games. Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. I actually don't understand why they would, abort these games if somebody doesn't play 2 moves. Because maybe, somebody plays moves like knight c6 or a3 and you need to think, yeah? And this doesn't let you think, actually. So I kind of disagree with this, but, if you think, like, practically it makes a lot of sense, yeah? But if you think like a normal human being, it does make a lot of sense. All right, play slowly. Play slowly, but carry big gun. Wait, that's not it. What is that? That's not play slowly, right? Talk softly, but carry big gun, yeah? Yes. People from Texas. When you train for candidates, did you study for 3 months? Dude, 3 months is a minimum. Yes, I was pretty much... I wouldn't say I was lazy, but I always rated my personal life ahead of chess. And I made some absolutely ridiculous decisions. Like, one of the worst decisions I could possibly make was to get divorced before my match in 2009 with Topolov. That was an incredibly stupid decision to go through that. My God, don't do that. Yeah, that was incredibly stupid of me. Wait, but now he is ready for g4, yeah? Wait, I have this interesting idea. Can I play this? Okay, grab the bishop. I got rated. Who? Rated? No? No. Nobody rated. It's cool. Queen g6, or actually take this knight, because I love knight and queen versus queen and bishops. I love this, especially in the close position. Knights are very, very strong, so I'll just grab this knight. But in this particular situation, there is a good argument for leaving this bishop alive. Because if I trade this guy and he just plays f3, my knight has no squares, his bishop is pretty strong. It will be very hard for me to make any headway. So the problem with queen g6 is that he goes knight h3 and then f3, knight f4, yeah. So that's a problem. So maybe bishop f6. Bishop f6 and then go like King's Indian dude. It's possible. But ideally you don't want to play e5 because you open the rooks, bishops, queens, yeah. You don't want to do that. Fine, let's take this knight. Queen e7. Okay, knight goes here maybe, yeah? Thanks to this king in the center, we actually have this option. Rook cd1. Mr. Malbersots, why are you leaving your pawn unprotected? You should play king d3 or king f3, okay? At the very minimum, f3. But now you just give me a huge gift, man. I do not deserve such a gift. But I thank you. I thank you for it. All right. So what is this position? How do I play here? The knight should be obviously somewhere here, so let's play knight f6. If d5, then oh, I don't have knight e4 because of mates. h6, and then black is cool. All right, so knight f6, but knight f6 allows c5. Yeah, I don't want to allow that for sure. That I do not want to allow. On the other hand, he wants to play c5 anyway. But okay, let's kick the queen out of here. It's just too bloody strong. All right. I don't know. I like a5 for no particular reason. Now I can play e5, which should be quite okay. So let's do that. Maybe. Or castle first, yeah. I don't see a problem with e5, so let's take. Knight f5. He doesn't care about this pawn. I'm very pawn conscious guy. I like to count my pawns. But if I take this, then it creates huge problems for me, yeah. Is there any threat here? Kind of worried about it, so I'm gonna be very defensive. I'll be very defensive. I need to push these guys. So king d6. Bishop a7 and bishop d6. Which one? Over here. Alright, trade is good. You blundered. It happens. How to play London against Dutch? Well, look up how the top players play. Yeah. Just look at the games, man. There's no secret is not big. All right. Push the pawns. continue the developments. Yeah, I'll look at the game after, okay? So don't worry. It's just I don't want to tell people how to play because I play Dutch in many events, okay? I don't want people to learn how to kick my ass, okay? So kind of got to respect the decision, all right? That's why I say usually, you know, look up some theory. It's a good thing for you to do, okay? All right, this allows me to play rook g4, get things very active. So this bishop is here, d6, grab, centralization. He's got everything protected. Potentially the knight can go here. Yeah, this bishop kind of sucks, yeah. So it makes sense to play bishop c5. Try to activate the bishop. Rook g1. Check. Why do I play this check though? No idea. No idea why I play this move. Okay, it seems to me everything wins here. So just grab and d4, yeah. Should be completely winning. Or king e4, just go grab the pawn. Everything should be winning. You're welcome, man. King e4, c3, king c4. So many ways to play this. Rook e4, rook e3 also. Just king e4, I guess. I like a4. Yeah, but you should play f4, yeah? You should definitely play f4. The reason you should play f4 is because you're opening your king, man. And I can now take this, knight f3 check. Jesus Christ. Everything wins. Okay. So, this is probably critical position. When you reach critical position, and you'll know it's a critical position because you get a fork in the road. Yeah, you have to take certain road, and you have to make decisions like which plan to go, attack, queen sides, king sides, center play. Yeah, so that's where you usually spend time, okay, because it's critical. That's what the great Vladimir Spassky, I think it's Vladimir, wait, it's Boris, excuse me, Boris Spassky. He got my attention on this fact. He said, I had only one discussion with Boris Spassky about chess, but I remember that discussion like forever, yeah. He said there is a certain moment in the chess game, it's called critical moment. You have to invest time and you have to figure out like how to play, okay. That was one great advice from him, from the legendary Boris Spassky, that I'll never forget. And I think this means I have to play this move. f4 is a standard Dutch move, but oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, he's actually threatening on h5, yeah. Okay, white is better. I misplayed somewhere. Something somewhere I misplayed. Not sure where. I'm not in time to play this. Fine. Then I lose my castling rights. I absolutely hate that. Probably that means I just have to castle, yeah. Grab. So he has allowed me to take this knight. So he can take this guy, and he looks at this guy. Which means that black should be absolutely fine in this position. I think that's the one thing we should take from this position, is that black is completely fine. But white is fine too. White is fine as well. Alright, so it looks very equal. And that means, you know, how do you play equal positions? And there is another thing. White may be dreaming about this move. The idea of taking, and then check a knight f5 or something. But it looks a little bit far-fetched at this point. But you should be aware of moves like that. What about this? Looks pretty crazy, but it's at least an idea. At least it's an idea. Yeah, this bishop b5. Also my king needs to go safe somewhere. e4 is definitely possible. Bishop e6 is possible, yeah. Knight d7 is possible. A lot of possibilities. A lot of possibilities. And so is knight h5, just going after this guy. Yeah, I think I like this. c4. Wait, e3. Okay. So attack, grab, a4. Okay, rook e8, yeah, and rook d5. Queen d3. But if black can get the pawn to f4, usually black is completely okay. Usually. Usually. Well, Andromeda, f4 is the Dutch thematic move. If you can get f4 in a lot of games, black is fine, okay? And usually if you can get it before white cements the center, that breaks a lot of harmony in white's position. And it creates attacking possibilities, but also creates possibilities of open some files, and finally, you know, makes more now sense to push your central pawns. Again, I just like f4. Maybe it's wrong, but it creates some active counterplay, okay? And it's, again, as I said, it's a standard Dutch move. Especially in Leningrad. All right, we got a lot of emotes. You redeemed emote only, but doesn't work. Oh wait, we don't have Mr. Dillman, yeah? Fine. There you go. You get 10 minutes of emote only. Well, because my moderators are finally having a small break. Wait. Oh, it's okay, I can play this. For the moment, I was scared of this bishop h6 idea, but it just was a small moment. I ain't scared anymore. Maybe I should be. Alright, and let's get this queen. This diagonal is very, very important, so we fight for this diagonal. I fight for the user. Yeah, I rewatched Tron again, both movies recently. Man, those were gorgeous movies, man. Even the original Tron was amazing. Yeah, amazing. Second one was just yeah, it was also beautifully done. So, is there anybody in the chat that haven't seen the Tron movies? Go and watch them now. Alright. Yep, let's go with that chat. Emotes. Bring your emotes to the chat. Let's go, people. Go crazy. Wait, that's not mine. Who is that? Not like this. Oh. Okay. Wait, what do I have? Do I have any fun emotes? Twitch hype train unlocked. Squid, what? Yeah, there are a lot of emotes. Yeah, but there isn't a lot of chess emotes. Yeah. We need a chess designer that can come up with great chess emotes. It's not so easy. Okay, I see some challenges. 10 minutes, 7 days. Nope. It's a Simul day. Mr. Benson. Alright. Thanks for the game. We also had Michael. And Mr. Ambersots, yeah. Alright, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games in progress. Queen c2. Queen f6, counterattack, right? Always counterattack. Useless file. And I'm trying to... We need to get this bishop developed, yeah, for sure. So the big question is how we're going to do that. Good question. And the question is also, can I play just d5 or something, yeah? Which is another good question. And guess what? We're gonna centralize our queen now, yeah? You guys saw how we kicked his queen from the center? And now we're gonna centralize our own queen. That's how we play chess. Oh, this is a good move. Alright, so we need to protect the rook probably. Yeah, knight a4, bishop c7, something, so let's protect the rook. What, am I blundering something? I feel like I'm blundering something. I don't want to blunder, man. Ain't no blunder mood. And also kind of a little bit apprehensive about my king and this potentially bishop hitting everything. But okay, let's play c6. d5. It's gonna be met by e5 or we can just probably ignore it for now and play this, yeah? And play this. Or queen f5, which one is better, I'm not sure. I like queen g6 because my bishop can enter the game. But queen f5 forces the issue because d5 pawn is hanging. Both have advantages, disadvantages. Let's play queen f5 for now. Well, naturally I want to take with the pawn, yeah. Rook takes is okay, but I think pawn takes is just guarantees black at least equal position. Guaranteed. Okay, pawns on the dark squares, right? Always. Resubscribing, Andromeda. Thanks, man. Alright, did the 10 minutes pass already, gentlemen? Can I get the chat back? Whoa, that's a lot of emotes, gentlemen. Nice. Alright, let's get back chat to of the emotes. Alright. Okay, G4. Ballsy. Very ballsy. Very ballsy. And probably very good too. You know what? I like to grab pawns. I won't grab the pawn. I like to grab pawns, man. Hi, I'm Gata and I like pawns. I'm a recovering pawn grabber. All right, Mr. Benson. Was bishop h6 good? It was certainly very interesting. Certainly was very interesting. Take and then queen f6 check with idea rook e7. So the question is, after king g8, if you play rook e7, then rook f5. So after king g8, white has to play rook e3 with idea rook g3 check, yeah? And kind of all hell breaks loose, but I suspect that black should be fine. I could be wrong. Okay, I don't know. But it was certainly possible, very interesting. Hey, Ports, what's up? Yeah. Right. Those who are subscribers, they want to play in the Simul. It is kind of late, but you know, you can still join, late join. But you got to tell me in the chat, you know. Oh yeah, okay, Mr. Boyshuk, you're sub, correct. But it 45-10, fine. 10 is a little bit low, but okay. I usually take a minimum 30 seconds increment. Wait, another dash with bishop f4. Okay. All right. Using the fact that I don't remember how to play against this line. Yeah. Queen f3. Ooh. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Yeah, if I take on a 3 f3, white is just okay, yeah. So I see what you're trying to do, but I'm curious. Okay, queen g6. I like aggressive chess. Rich people, you're calling $5 a month, where you get to play me in Simuls. It's too much. Okay. If you don't feel that money is well spent, it's your choice, man. Okay. I do know some people that might disagree with you though. But okay. Alright, so a4 or not. If I play a4, you can actually take on d8, take on a4. You get more weaknesses, but actually you get more weaknesses, so let's do that. Queen b3. Is knight g5 a legit threat? Interesting question. So let's play e6. Okay. Okay, queen g6 looks normal. Okay, then I need to think, because if I play queen g6, he has f4 or something. He gets rid of his weakness. I don't want to allow that. But if I don't do that, he plays rook g1. Gets his rook on the active line, yeah. No, but I think queen g6 is completely... Queen g6, f4. He gets rid of weakness. Strong potential on the g file. I have 0 targets. Yeah, he's correct. It's not so... Oh yeah, I can play this, yeah. I attack the rook. Oh my god. Oh. Oh, that was bad. Fine. Okay. Fine. f3. What is f3? It's kind of a weird move. Okay, knight f5, yeah. Okay, c5, let's go. Andrew Kin, you send me a challenge, okay. What is your name? Andrew, I forgot your name. What's your nickname? A lone wolf? It is kind of a little bit late, so can you make it like 45? Okay, because 66 is gonna take a long time. Okay, can you do that? Thanks. Alright. Bishop b5. But you're not really going to grab this knight, I know that, yeah. You're not going to do that. So queen e7. King here. But if king here, he goes here. Or queen f8, yeah. And then rook e8. Okay, that means I have to take this guy. Rook g3 looks Correct. Okay, queen f7. Queen f6 maybe. Rook a3. Wow. Okay. I like resourcefulness. Rook a3 certainly looks. And then rook d3 and b3, right? Very resourceful. Good job. Okay. You know what? Endgame is fine, yeah. But I develop your rook. Meh. I don't like that. Your rook on d3 will be kind of funky. Kinda. Fine, let's take it. Let me play. Okay, second move. 6. I'm gonna play this. Rook f1. Okay, let's bring the second rook. Mobilize the pieces. You can eat a whole week for $5 in your country. Cool. Where is that? Where is that place? Mr. Anton. Where is that magical place? Please share that information. I wanna know. I wanna know. Sounds great, man. Right, grab. Sounds amazing, man. Right, bishop f5. The dog kennel? No, come on. Come on, guys. Let's not make fun of them. He's obviously serious. Are you serious? And if you're serious, why are you so serious? Why so serious? I love the Joker movie, man. It's freaking amazing. Alright. I do have some weaknesses. Huh. You know what, let's... You know, e5 is not the only plan, right? I have g5 also. Queen e4. So we can play queen f7. Maybe. Queen h5. Wait, you cannot play this move. Come on, man. You're missing tactics, right? I take on g3, rook f2, and you lose your queen. Andromeda. Dude. You should be always very, very careful when you have such things. Man. Tactics is important. You know, a5 is pretty standard. Grab with the pawn or the bishop. I can actually take with this pawn, yeah. I can take with this pawn. Yeah, remember, I looked at these lines and black had to be very, very careful. It is playable, but it's very, very dangerous. Rook e1. Do you really want to play e4? You know what? I do not believe you, man. Because then I'll block you, bishop. But maybe it's possible, who knows. King g2? Putting your king into my bishop? Come on, man. You don't play like that. You need to play something like knight b1 and try to do something. I don't know. Oh my god. You should not allow this for sure, okay? Instead of knight d4 allowing the c5, b5 expansion, you should just play something preventing that. Okay, so what can black do here? e4. Is it really something I should be scared of or what? Because if he plays e4 and then he plays e5, it's kind of tricky. Andromeda, you blundered, man. But if you don't blunder this position... Wait, where is that game? Why does it switch? Yeah, here. See? It's very close to equal. You should actually play f3. Why are you scared to play f3 here? I don't get it. Yeah, f3, bishop here. Then go for e4 and just take on e3. Okay. You're okay, man. Maybe black is slightly better, but white is okay. Okay, queen c2 looks good. Right, I'm very curious. Can I play this? Very, very curious. Kind of want to play this. Then you have knight h5, f5 probably, yeah? That's your big plan. The knight is coming. The knight is coming, man. Okay, here. Bishop c5 looks reasonable, or rook d8. Kind of tough call. I don't really want to allow knight d5 or knight b5, but yeah, I like bishop c5 to be honest. Bishop b6, okay, makes sense. Probably knight back. Although knight e6 looks very solid, but I think knight f5 is correct. Bishop b4 preventing knight c5 looks correct. Okay, b6. Mr. Tiranmao, what are you doing? Mr. Tiranmao, you're not serious, yeah? Limited material, but better pawn formation. King f2 makes a lot of sense, yeah. For that specific reason. Okay. And then you're ready to play rook d1 now, yeah. Yeah, makes sense. Therefore, it makes sense for me to try to take over the file, yeah. I actually expected rook b3, Mr. Texas speed. Because after b6, then you play knight b5. I thought that was a very interesting idea. Because now I can play this, yeah. Just still probably not a lot of things, but rook d8. Yeah, the reason why I like c6 is because this knight is circumscribed, but kind of makes weak squares. Tough call. Yeah, probably still a good idea. And then we go back, yeah. I can actually take it and knight f6 and I win the pawn, no? Doesn't that just win the pawn? Bishop f3, reading this, check. Alright, looks equal. Looks like white equalized. You knew there was something you were forgetting today? What was it that you were forgetting? You want to play a Simul game? Mr. Mike Saylor? You can still join. You'll catch next one. You can still join, but it will have to be like a 30-30 game. But you can still join. Ah, wait. Nope. No pre-moves, please. Okay. Alright, white is building a defensive wall. My bishop is closed, yeah? And so is white's bishop. White has three weaknesses, but I don't think I can get to them all, but black has only 2 weaknesses. Kind of crazy position. Alright, bishop e6, improving the bishop, opening the file for the rooks. And the most important thing behind this move is you opening the square for the knight. So this knight can move from this useless position somewhere more useful. A more useful place, perhaps. All right. Probably immediately, yeah. Probably immediately. That's why I play knight f5, so I can protect that bloody pawn. Okay, rook here. Rook here. This rook protects the pawn. This rook goes to the open file. Create pressure. Now this pawn is targeted for termination. You probably lost. Yeah, guys, but you have to use your time, okay? Try to use the time to think. That's the whole point. I'm trying to create as close to OTB experience as you can, okay? And I also strongly encourage everybody to play OTB chess. Strongly encourage. Okay, knight has to go, yeah. This guy has to go. Ooh, what? What king c3? What king c3, man? What are you doing? My God. How do you get an idea to play king c3? Why not king c1? What is the thinking process that leads people to playing moves like this? Incredible. Okay. Check, yeah. You gotta think for your opponent. What is your opponent's move, man? If you only think on how you play and you miss your opponent's plans, you're doomed, man. One of the things chess is so good is because it forces you to actually think and predict your opponent moves, who's gonna fight his best to get his interest in. Okay, so this queen h4 move does a lot of things. Takes care of all the squares, opens the file, prevents the breaks, potential, whatever. And I want to keep my bishop alive. That's why I played b3. Alright, let's grab the pawn, which can run into some tactics, I guess. In which case we probably should just castle him. Also, this king is now kind of vulnerable. So we should strongly consider playing c5 at some point. b3 prevents knight c4, so you need to grab this pawn. Otherwise, black has absolutely nothing. So let's grab this pawn. And it will be rook endgame, which is pretty much a draw. Pretty much a draw. Okay. So what is this position? Okay. Alright, bishop h7 looks reasonable. Opening the rook, Bishop d7 is also possible. But I want to keep this bishop here for now. But I have a feeling actually bishop c8 with idea bishop a6 hitting this guy might have been the best actually. I would not be surprised if c6 was also a pretty good idea. I would not be surprised. And okay, let's bring the king. Let's copy white and bring the king to the center. In the endgame, your king needs to be deployed as actively as possible, obviously. Okay. Okay, Mike joins the game. Fine. Let's go. The London. The infamous London. Yes, but now you can't protect this guy, yeah? Rook b1. Make sure to get out of that pin. Protect here. Yeah, I like to play London with the new guys. How often do I play the Simuls? I try to do them every week. The exceptions are when I have tournaments, weekend Bundesligas, or when I'm very sick. But otherwise, I try to do them. Grab. Okay, bring the kingo to the bingo. Wait, you just gave me pawn? Okay, knight b3, e5, then knight e4, but okay, usually I take with the pawn anyway. Usually I take with the pawn anyway, man. Because you know the structure, right? Right, queen g5. Looks great. The only question, where does the bishop go, here or here? Probably here. Bishop e1 looks correct. Okay, bring the kingo, yeah, why not? And now there are several ways for white to play this. I think b4 is mandatory pretty much. And if you play this, the rook finds the spot here. Okay, so knight f3. Reinforcing the threat. Okay. So now several ways for white to play this position. Everything looks very attractive. Knight h4 is kind of the knight on the rim move, which I don't really like. b5, knight b3, yeah, bishop b5. Everything looks very nice. So which one should we choose? I don't know. I don't know. Can I hit the pawn on d5 somehow? Like maybe rook d1 or something? Maybe I can just castle, yeah. Yeah, but if you locked out my bishop on g3, I will not be a happy camper. That's for sure. I will not be a happy camper. I see a very interesting idea. I don't know if it works, but it's so cool. I have to try it. Alright, so let's try it. Grab. We grab. Ah, this is smart. Yeah, this is smart. Okay, so I have to play this, yeah. And then it's just, and that's just completely equal. Yeah. That is completely equal then, yeah, I agree. Let's see, 5. Discords? What? What Discord? What are you talking about, man? I'm a fucking dinosaur. What Discord? The only Discord I know is in the EverQuest. There is a priest of Discord. That's the only Discord I know. Wait, can you really do this? Really? I mean, my idea was to take on c6 and play knight d4 and attack the bishop and the pawn. And if he takes, I take here. And I thought the pawn structure is better for me. I'm pretty sure it's better for me, but you know what? Let's just castle. Forget it. Let's play normally. Alright, he wants some crazy hanky-panky here. Some knight g5 or something. Yeah, possibly. So maybe e5, yeah? e5 or just, I don't know. Bring the queen on e7 doesn't do anything here. Rook a5 is also very interesting. Protect the pawn on g5, just put the rook into the protection business. c5. Yeah, it's very tempting to put the bishop here somewhere, yeah, also. I mean, there's so many possibilities. His threat is like take here and try to get here on 94 or something. That's what I can deduce, yeah. The only problem with e5 is that he can take this and then his knights start to get some targets. Not many, but still. But I do get my bishop into the game, which I like. But then he has e4, knight d4. It becomes very, very crazy, actually. But my knight on g4 gets protected, yeah. You know what, let's play it. I don't care, let's play e5. Alright, rook d1. Wait, thank you for subscribing. Ice Sky subscribed. And gifted the tier 1 sub to people. Thank you so much, sir. It's always on Sundays, yeah, pretty much. Starts at 9:30, 9:45 p.m. French time. Yeah. Because I'm in France now. A6 is very, very, very risky, no? Don't you think? But it's possible. It is possible. I still think it's kind of risky. Alright, let's see it. Do I want to see it? Alright, let's see it, yeah. I mean, also e4 is very interesting, yeah. There's so many moves, man. Yeah, this position is loaded with potential. It is absolutely loaded with potential, man. But okay, let's go for it, yeah. Wait, knight c4. Can I play it? Play this. Yeah, I guess I can play it. G5. There is no way you can play G5 in this position. I do not believe you. There's no way. No way, Jose. Okay. Okay, let's go with 4. H4, bring the king to f6, yeah. Bishop f7. Yeah, but why not rook a6? Which is also draw. Because now I have this check. I mean, probably everything draws, yeah. Probably. Yeah, black has symbolic advantage, but it looks like a dead draw. Yeah, I'm in France, man. I like France. Vive la France. I mean, in a lot of ways, it's very different from the US, but it's a great place. I want to see this movie Napoleon, yeah, this Ridley Scott movie, but I heard so many bad reviews, I'm scared to go see it. The French actually don't like this movie at all, so yeah. They're furious about his portrayal of their greatest cultural hero, historical figure. Yeah. So I'm curious, like, what he has done. Yeah. The great Ridley Scott. You heard it's a big flop? Well, his latest movies are not that great, yeah. I mean, he has great movies in the past, but lately, I don't know. You know, I think it's because, you know, we tend to, as we get older, we get to be more conservative and we get to stick in the times which were most memorable for us, okay? That's why I think the movies that he's making now, they would be absolutely fantastic like 20 years ago, okay? So I mean, his movies that he's making, it would be all perfect for the era, the bygone era. But for this era, I probably, people not interested. I don't know, it's just conjecture, yeah. Alright, Mr. Texas Pete, this looks like a dead draw. I'm gonna offer you a draw, man. You're very, very solid. Alright. See, because everything is very close, he's just gonna trade all the rooks. And if I want to play for a win, I have to make a breakthrough, which means I'm gonna have to make myself some weaknesses. I cannot play b5, I cannot play rook d4, there is no game for me. And if I play knight a6, he just trades the knight, okay? So that's why it's just draw. I doubt that even Magnus Carlsen can win this for black. So, all right. Bishop c7, grab, grab. Queen e4. Really? Queen e4, man. Juicy move. Juicy move. Queen e4. Wow. This is just wow move. It should be losing on the spot, yeah? I don't see it, but I have a feeling moves like this should be losing on the spot. But maybe it isn't. I don't know, I'm just gonna play what comes to my mind, and what comes to my mind is this move. Just protect the thing. Or b8. Wait, why am I not playing d5? What? The reason I don't play d5 is because I don't want to open his bishop. I don't want to open his London bishop, which is probably okay. That's actually fine. So knight a5, grab. How do you recapture? This is kind of important moment. This is kind of an important moment. Probably knight, yeah. Activate the knight. b5, grab. Rook takes. Yeah, b4 looks correct. Grab. And push. Hey, Mr. Nifero, what's up? You're playing Texas Speed, you're playing OTP tournaments? Awesome, man. Mr. Nifedov? Oh, okay. I see. Alright, thanks guys for your reviews. Appreciate it. Yes, but this should be okay for black, no? Take, 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 here, here, here. Yeah, this should be waiting for black, no? Yes, yes, you lock out my bishop, but you don't solve the problem with the structure, yeah? But yeah, my bishop on g3 kind of stinks. I agree. I agree. So what do we do with this knight on f3? We need to bring him to the game. Knight e2, b3, or knight e1, yeah? Knight e1, e1 play, maybe knight b6. Yeah, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe black's just completely okay here. Yeah, I think knight d2 is needed, yeah? But if I play knight e2, black is completely okay. Because he gets the bishop here. Alright, so I got absolutely nothing. Yeah, very strong bishop. Queen to g6. Yeah, he's bamboozling me. He is definitely bamboozling me. I want to win immediately, but it's probably not possible. Probably it's impossible. Take here, here. Yeah, I agree. But that's why I said I had reservations about playing d5, but it's just a game, man. It's not a tournament game. This is the game where you can test things out, okay? So just test them out. Let's go. All right, so e4. And I want to bring my bishop into the game. Oh, this is actually not the greatest move in the world, but okay, it's fine. Still draw. Still a draw, yeah. Okay. Okay, e4 looks good. And so does this. To prevent some checks. Is there no e4 and bishop d7, the idea of bishop e8 to catch the queen? Well, he's gonna play 95, yeah. So he's gonna play 95 anyway. So maybe. Okay. Right, Rick, thanks for the game, man. Knight takes. Mr. Roboto. Wait, you're willing to lose this pawn? Interesting. d4. What is the point of rook d4? Okay, so this is critical position, obviously. Obviously, this is critical position. Alright, so, I don't know, I'm just gonna take this. I'm just gonna take this. Maybe queen e6 was better, yeah. Maybe. Yeah, I think I messed up a little bit. Yeah, so this was not very accurate. Instead of d6, e5, it should be c5 and it should be bishop here. I'm pretty sure about that. But I wanted to test this thing. Yeah, that's why when he played queen e4, maybe just rook a6 and c5, or rook b8, c5, and put the bishop here. Because once the bishop is on this diagonal, it's very hard for white to do anything. All right, so grab, grab. Grab. Now we reach this extremely interesting position. Bishop e1, protect the pawn. So white has spare rooks and the bishop versus spare rooks and the knight. Usually spare rooks and the bishop is stronger, but in this case he has a great pawn chain. I have double pawns and potentially I have weakness here. So it will be very interesting. Very interesting endgame. I'm hoping, I'm banking on the fact that, yes, Mr. Boyshak, f4 was very interesting. Did you see this move? I was kind of scared of that. Because if I take, you bring the knight. You guys see it, right? Where is it? In this position. Instead of taking, he could play f4 there. Very strange position. Here. You guys see it, yeah? f4, protect the bishop. If I take with the pawn, he takes with the knight, and knight goes to e5. If his knight goes to e5, full compensation white, obviously. Okay, and if I take on f4, he can take with the bishop, and then my king is way open. So, I don't know. It's kind of an interesting idea. Alright, so we need to bring the king also, yeah, for sure. Knight h5, okay. Some ideas was bishop d4 check, I am pretty sure. Alright, so let's get rid of this guy. Check. Queen takes, so the bishop can develop. Okay, so now we have this position, and the question is, what is this? Alright, so let's bring king to g6. I mean, it's obviously a draw, but pretty obvious draw. But he has to fight for it, yeah? Alright, so let's play b5, since he gives me this chance. Rook belongs where? Maybe not the rook, yeah? Maybe develop the bishop first, but where does the bishop belong? It's a big questions. I think the rook definitely belongs on f6. Bishop h5, reasonable. Develop the bishop. He's probably gonna play here. That's cool. Okay, so he's trying to take this pawn and take this pawn, yeah. Alright, so let's wait. Make a waiting move. Okay. I kinda need the rook on a3 though. But can't have everything, I guess. Bishop, where? Well, probably bishop e6. So we can connect this rook. You see how important this pawn is now? Takes away the square from the knight. Very important pawn. So the big question is how black is going to improve his position. I'm not sure. I am not sure how that could be done. Could that be done? Probably is doable, but how do you do that? He's got everything protected. He's got everything protected. No idea. Okay, finally we take. King h3. Right. I don't even have a clue how to win this. Is there any way to win this? Wait, the rook is here, yeah, so I can move my king. Yeah, okay. Alright, so he runs with the king in that direction. Makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. And then what I'm gonna bring the knight. Where am I gonna bring the knight? Yeah, I have a feeling I have to do the same thing, yeah. Alright, so check. Usually we play moves like here, this, bishop f5. King e7. We both hide our kings. You guys see it, yeah? Because king on g8 was not safe with all his rooks here. So I'm bringing the king a little bit to the safer zone, hopefully. It might turn out to be not safe at all, but, you know, I think it might be safe. It might be not safe. And then I can try to push the pawns or something. Again, might be successful, might be not. Actually, this I could have played rook b8, and just hit the pawn. So he made a mistake, I think. This doesn't look correct either. This does not look correct. There should be a problem with this. What is the problem? Can I hit on the problem? Here. Check. And then what? Yeah, I don't see a problem. Alright, then you just, if you don't see it, then you just play this, okay? I think it's the easiest way to play. And you just connect stuff. A6, A4. Stop that. If you don't know what to do, just think, you know, what your opponent wants to do and just prevent that, okay? That also works. Different ways to play chess. There are different ways to play chess. Okay, Queen f8 looks very reasonable. This is kind of a weird move. See what I did? I gave him the pawn back, but now my bishop is really well placed compared to his knight. And his rooks are now kind of very passive, okay? Alright, how do we play here? Just dead draw, yeah. Then it's just dead draw. Well, okay. You gotta do it. I mean, there's not much of a choice. If you don't have a lot of choice, you just gotta do it. Just gotta do it. Bada bing, bada boom. Useful always to move the king away from the potential threats. Queen e2. king d1. Pretty risky if I might add. Pretty risky because of this move. And then we have rook e6. Rook e7 looks okay. Queen h4, queen g3. I need the knight, yeah, I need to improve my knight though. Okay, let's improve the knight. Yeah, also c5 is viable now, yeah. Yeah, I wanted to play bishop g4, but I kind of like c5 now. Wasn't h3 good in this game? The only time you could play h3 was here. You play h3, but the problem is he plays g3 and rook g5. Rook h2. You grab the pawn. And you play this. See, we successfully moved the knight from here to here. So potentially this knight can go to f5, yeah? So I would call that a pretty big achievement. A pretty big achievement. Yes, but look at this construction now, yeah? Active rook. And this pawn is gonna be a big problem for black. Just have to figure out the correct way to do it. Just bring the king, I guess. Okay. Yep, that's correct. This looks correct. Rook b2 also looks good, yeah. Queen f4 looks good. Yeah, this looks like a frigging dead draw. I don't see a single chance. The computer probably sees something here, but I'm not a fucking computer. I don't see anything. And what I want to do here is I wanted to play this. Yeah, but g3, yeah, that's the whole point. Wait, what did you play? You played this move? It's actually possible, yeah. It's actually also possible. Yeah, apparently everything draws, yeah. Hmm. Apparently everything draws. Or not. Or not. Actually, white is lost now. Wow. Wow, white is lost. Amazing. I think white is lost. I could be completely wrong. Let's see if white finds the idea. There's absolutely brilliant idea, which I missed. Okay, you missed it. You missed the defensive idea. But maybe it's still possible. Yeah, I guess still possible. Right, thanks for the game, man. Still losing? I don't know why it would be losing. Rook d4, correct. Correct. And you see it, yeah? Thanks for the game. Okay, so I was completely wrong. I thought I was completely winning, but still that draw, yeah. I forgot about this idea. I didn't see it. Good job, Mr. Miriam. I mean, can you show the public the drawing idea so they can understand what I was talking about? So you guys see what I did, right? I put the bishop here, Still draw, yeah. But I don't know why he didn't play this thing immediately. Correct. Guys, this is stalemate, okay? And there is nothing I can do. Nothing. Nothing, nada boom, nada boom. Nada beam. Rook h3. And it's called crazy horse, crazy rook, okay? Absolutely crazy rook. No, it's not crazy. It's mad rook, yeah, mad rook. If I take the rook, it's just stalemate. How can you learn more about? Oh my God, rook f3 check, and you're completely winning. Oh, it's dead draw, dude. What are you doing? Although this is also draw, yeah. This is also a draw. Yeah, okay, that's also a draw. So many ways for white to make a draw. Yeah, it's amazing. Wow. Still a draw. Maybe. Or maybe he gave me too many chances, yeah? No, this is winning, actually. And the reason it's winning, you have only one move, is because I have this move, not this move. After this move... Oh no, it's the draw. Okay, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I forgot, check back, of course, yeah. Alright, good job. Good job, buddy. If I play king g1, I actually lose because there is mate. Alright. Let's trade the rooks, shall we? How do we trade the rooks? I don't know. Rook here. And this guy has actually 1 hour left. He's playing very fast. From Italy. Rook trade, come on, what are you doing, man? Rook g3. Oh my god. Or checks, yeah, it also works. Fine, I offer you draw. Jesus Christ. Alright. How about you learn more about the game? Well, there's so many suggestions, so many advice. Actually, I'm not that good with beginners, man. The students usually I had were, you know, advanced students. Beginners, nope. Actually, I need to write a message that tomorrow morning I'm unable to make it. Because I forgot Simul taking place so late. Guys. Okay. I have a very talented kid. Um, I don't study with Marc-André Maurice anymore. He's too much advanced. And since I don't know theory, he needs somebody who knows theory, okay? So he's studying with other guys. But yeah, but I'm working with another very talented kid now, so let's see how that works. All right. All right, so what's going on here? So the knight on e5 is pretty strong. Pretty strong, yeah. So I don't know, just probably trade everything. You need to trade the defenders for sure. Knight e4 looks extremely strong. Queen d8 is probably the only defense, but you can also take this bishop, I think. Also queen g5 is mega strong with the idea of knight h5, yeah. So queen g5 is probably the best move. Extra pawn and huge pressure on black's position. Knight h5 anyway. So you guys see what I did, right? Once he played g5, this pawn push created weaknesses, opened the f file, but most importantly ruined black structure. And then after this, I started shuffling pieces toward attack, okay? Blockaded the weakness, knight is bad, so we moved the knight, because on c3 doing nothing, right? And we're hitting the weaknesses and avoiding the bishop's targets. The bishops have no targets, okay? And we have targets, all right? And then you improve the knight. So you see this knight came here, all right? So you guys see what we've done. Queen f6 forces rook g8, so what's, I don't know. Is it a big deal? Probably not a big deal. Yeah, I'm looking for a mate somewhere. Where is the mate? Yeah, maybe there is no mate. Who knows? But you know, this knight is very strong, so sometimes it's possible just to go like this and sack the exchange here, because then this knight holds everything together. So once you get rid of this guy, you know, it's quite possible that black will collapse completely. It's possible. And also this rook is joining the attack, right? That's the second idea. Yeah, rook comes here. So that's why you don't trade your attacking pieces, unless you want to go some winning endgame or something, which is also doable. All right. Okay. Yeah, pretty much just take it, yeah. Pretty much that's what you do. I'm trying to finish by mating attack. Probably there is a winning idea somewhere. Yeah, I see it, okay. Just again, take on e5, it wins, yeah. I mean, black has to take with a pawn, obviously. So you can go into the winning endgame, or you can just give a check and then play either rook e4, rook h4, or take this guy. And I suspect this just wins immediately. The reason it wins is because, well, it has to take the rook, right? Because after this, you have a mate threat, okay? Also, king has nowhere to go. The king goes somewhere, there is knight g4, rook f7. So black has to play something like rook b6, rook a7 to try to protect the square. But then there is 97, 98, all sorts of things. They'll probably all win. Or not, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it's not as winning as I thought it was. It should be very close. Should be very, very close. All right. With today's engine, why would anyone need a trainer? Well, for the start, you need to explain engine moves. You know? A lot of grandmasters, even strong grandmasters, you know, when the computer makes a suggestion, it's not easy to understand why, okay? And if strong grandmasters don't understand sometimes the engine moves, imagine how the beginner player would feel. Okay? That's just the simplest explanation. The most simplest explanation that I can come up with. Alright, so this should be absolutely winning. How do we win? How do we win this? Well, 98 looks pretty simple, yeah. Wait, 98 or what? 98 actually maybe is not winning. I mean, it's winning. It's actually winning. It is winning. It is winning. Maybe not immediately, but it is winning. Because you have this move. Yes, guys, actually, I wanted to show you a moment from today's Rapid Championship game. It was absolutely amazing. It was a very complicated game between Nepo and Fedoseev, and computer shows a win, and I do not see it, okay? It was tactics, but it was absolutely amazing, mind-blowing idea. I'll have to show you this, so you get a perfect example for your question, okay? The computer shows a win. I'm pretty sure both of them missed it because I have time and I don't see it. I'll show you this. This was absolutely amazing. All right, this game. And the position I was talking about was this. knight f5. The computer says white is winning, but he made a mistake. And I couldn't understand why. I'm pretty sure Nepo missed knight h6 here. But why is it winning? Okay? Thank God it doesn't show you. I mean, what happens if black just takes the rook, yeah? I couldn't see it. All right? Perfect example. Black must take this. And the only idea is this. It's an unbelievable quiet move that carries absolutely deadly threat of queen g6 mate. And there is no defense, because if black plays this, then you have check, the square is taken, and white wins the queen. Okay? Absolutely mind-boggling. If you don't see this quiet move, you're fucked. Okay? Black wins. But after this move, white wins. Absolutely crazy. Okay? That's what they missed. Both of them. But, yeah. But Nepo played this, okay, and he was lost. And he was actually lost. He played this. And for some reason, Fedoseev didn't take this and this. He has now 3 pieces for the queen, absolutely safe king, and absolutely winning position. I couldn't understand why he didn't play this. Because if queen f4, you protect from the mate, and then you move the bishop. And that's it. No more threats from white. At all. Completely winning for black. Yeah, this is crazy how these super strong grandmasters, these grandmasters are one of the best players in the world. But these tactics is insane. Alright? Alright, gentlemen, it's getting late, and I hope you enjoyed the simul, you enjoyed the explanations, and I wish everybody a good night, okay? I need a break. Alright, I'll see you guys on Title Tuesday, and good night, my friends.